everybody. I'm your man, Dennis Pitzenberger. We're here, Power Automedia, PRI, with my friend Angel Robles from Pedders Suspension. What has been the reaction this year? How's PRI going for you?
Very good so far. The show for us, it's only the second year we've been attending since we've relaunched the brand, and we're getting a lot of attention. We're getting a lot of quality leads and people that want to learn more about what we have to offer.
All right, Angel, well, let's talk about the guy that just bought a brand new 350Z, or maybe as a GTI wants to look at your brand new coilover systems and what you have to offer. Let's talk about that first.
Well, we're making a big push into that area. We've been known traditionally for American muscle, late model muscle, and we're now looking at expanding the range and bringing over some of the other products we have in Australia. And with that, we're focusing heavily on Euro and Subaru and a bit of Miata, Nissan, etc. To that end, though, we've got a couple of product ranges that are really exciting. Our easy fit assemblies, which are complete performance assemblies with a matched spring and shock, with a top mount, bumps, boops, everything you need. Just remove your old stuff and pop this stuff into place. And we've also got our traditional XA coilover range, which are 30-way adjustable with independent ride height adjustment, as well as our two-way remote res setups for the guys that really want to be able to dial the car in and go do the hardcore track stuff.
Talk about the adjustability, because that's the one thing about Pedders that really sets you apart is you can get the control, you can get the adjustability, but then you're not going to have that harsh ride. Talk about how you guys find that perfect little mix.
Yeah, and thank you for that. That's a good point, because our tuning philosophy is that we approach it from a holistic view. We know that in order for these cars to work and be comfortable and useful on the street in the real world environment, they have to be able to maintain traction and actually be able to absorb those bumps in the road. So our tuning philosophy doesn't go the direction of stiff for the sake of stiff. We want the car to be compliant, maintain traction, and be controllable in pretty much any situation. That said, as comfortable as they are on the street, they're very capable on the track as well. We've got a production BRZ that's run for the last 4 years in Australian Touring Car Series, and it's won every year in its class so far. So the stuff really does work, just doesn't punish you for it.
Well, there's nothing better than race on Sunday, sell on Monday. That's got to be a philosophy that you guys got to go by.
Right on, very much so, yeah.
Let's talk now about the brand new product you have here, the sway bars. Now, everybody has to have that combination of all the products working together. Talk about your brand new sway bars.
Yeah, we're very excited about this because, as you say, it's a systematic approach, right? So we've got your springs, we've got your shocks, we've got all the bushings you're going to need underneath. Now we've got that last piece of the puzzle, which is the sway bars. And again, plugging into our tuning philosophy overall, it makes perfect sense. You're not trying to make the car overly stiff with aggressive spring rates. We're going to control that roll and the bias of the car with the sway bars. So they're coming out to complement most of the models that we're known for. So some of the late model muscles, the Subaru, and that's only going to expand into the import side as well.
Finally, let's talk about the R&D that goes into these products. Now, you talked about that tuning philosophy, but talk about what really goes into that, because it's really a finite skill to get these cars tuned, balanced just right, so you can have the ride compliance and the trackability. Talk about what goes into the product itself.
No, very true. And just a little bit of background. We have a lot of people in the company, particularly in the R&D side, that have been with the company 30-plus years. So these guys have forgotten more than I'll probably ever know about suspension, right? And suspension is kind of a black art. So these guys are really adept at identifying the strengths and weaknesses in a given platform and sort of working towards the best combination for them. That said, it's a very involved process where we take the platform as it comes from the factory and evaluate it from there, address those weak points, and there's a team that goes through this. So we've got all the white sheets on this stuff with all their test notes, the different spring combinations, the ride height combinations, alignments, everything, until we can hone in on what we feel is the best overall tuning scenario for that car. And that's what we release. And if we don't feel we can improve something, we're just not going to bring it to market.
All right, Angel, let's talk about those easy fits, because if you make it easy for the customer, they're going to love the product.
Yes, very much so. And this is something that we don't really see in the space currently. It's an all-in-one assembly. So you remove your stock stuff, which is probably going to be old and a little bit knackered at this point, and you're going to have to chase boots and bump stops and top mounts, etc. The easy fits come out of the box fully assembled for each corner. So you remove the old stuff, pop in the new stuff, no need for a spring compressor, and really anybody with basic hand tools can do this. And importantly, since we make it all, the shock, the spring, etc., they're designed to work in perfect harmony. Not to say that other combinations are bad, but these two manufacturers didn't necessarily make these products to work, together. In our case, everything's made to work out of the box for the platform in perfect harmony, really.
All right, Angel, it looks like you got solutions for guys that whether they're looking for coilovers, they're looking for drop-in solutions, or they're looking for some great new sway bars you guys just unveiled. If people need more information or where to go to get these great products, where do we send them?
Pedders.com.
You heard the man, Pedders.com. Power Automedia right here, PRI.